What's going on, everybody? Is yours truly, Mufasa Fashaw, coming to you live with another episode of Alphacology, man. And I got one of my main men here, man, my boy Troy.
For sure.
From I Have a Question, man. Hey, appreciate you for coming.
For sure,
like
man,
I
for
always
sure.
say, man, it's not tea, it's protein. And this man be dropping some gems. Last time he was on here, he had the internet going crazy with what he said. Went viral and everything. But that's not what it's all about, just going viral, but dropping gems so you could be the best version of yourself and keep us grounded and focused. And a lot of cats, they like what Troy be saying, man. I love what Troy say, man. It's cool. It stop you from going crazy a little bit because, as black men, we do need an outlet to speak our mind. And for years and years before social media, before the internet, black men really didn't have a platform to say how we felt. Now, Oprah and those black women over there and the powers that be, they had that platform. And all they did was bash men and, the feminist movement. We all know about that women empowerment movements.
Just want to sow confusion, man,
Yeah, just sow confusion. And now they feel like it's a gender war when it's really just, to me, it's banter.
It's a manufactured gender war.
Manufactured gender war. Because if it was really a war, it really wouldn't be a war.
I mean, we ain't together. We ain't, you know what I'm saying?
It's a mental war.
It's definitely a problem.
Yeah, it can
definitely
be
a problem.
It's a mental warfare. Like, I do find myself thinking to myself, if a woman on social media and she has a lot of social media talking points, I don't like it. But even if she don't have those talking points,
we should do like an exercise, bro. Where like, cause I was with my homegirl a couple of days ago.
Talk to me.
And I forgot, but I was going through I was in her phone for some reason, and I just went scrolling on her Instagram. Bro, the media that's put forth to men and women is so much different. It's so much different. Cause it's like the stuff that come through to my phone and show up on my Instagram is much different than what was showing up on her shit.
Football, stocks,
so I'm saying
ass on my shit.
Yeah.
Football, stocks, and ass. So it's like I try my best to like motivational quotes, Bible scriptures. As much as I like those, as soon as I like one little pic of a model, like the whole algorithm change, it's getting annoying. Or better yet,
what's gonna come through your algorithm is a lot of what you already like, but it's still programming stuff that come through.
Okay.
It's not just what you already like. You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, you could be around somebody and y'all could be talking about something, and your phone, and literally your phone be picking that stuff up. Cause I remember talking about needing a wash machine. I ain't typed nothing in my phone, but I was just talking about it with my dad, and all this wash machine shit was coming up on my feed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So like right now, I was talking about getting moisturizer a couple days ago, and all I get is moisturizing ads. And I fucked around in like one moisturizing ad, and every 30 seconds as I scroll is a moisturizing ad, and it's pissing me off.
I think you got to be constantly aware that we are being programmed. I mean, this shit go way back. Well, like he was talking about the women, this shit go way back, even the music.
We're being programmed. I do think. Hold on. Now, how do you think we're being programmed by the music?
How?
Yeah.
Easily, like I can start it off with rap music. Rap started off as a positive music. Rap wasn't this degenerate shit that well, at least the mainstream shit is degenerate. It wasn't that. It didn't start off that way. You know what I'm saying? It started out with poor righteous teachers and goddamn what's Chuck D them? Yeah, Public Enemy. It was positive music. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I forgot that show that came on BET. What was it? Teen Summit?
Yeah.
Like, bro, all that stuff was positive, but they quickly put a spin on all that, and then gangster music took over, and now that shit is all degenerative. You know what I'm saying?
Do you feel like it keeps black
At least what's in the mainstream is all the
Do
genre.
you think it keeps Black American people in a state of confusion
Absolutely.
with the rap music?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Do you
Even like listen to the music the women listen to now. That shit is straight slut music.
Dang,
It's
you
fucking
skip
slut-
hoe, you
slut
went
hop.
straight to slut.
Slut hop. That's what it is.
Okay. And I need to hear your opinion on that. Why would they promote the slut hip hop music, the prostitute music? Why would they promote that? What is the goal behind that?
That's a deep question. I just think it's easier to if I weaken my competition, it's easier for me to win.
Okay.
That's like the easiest
So-
way I can put it.
I did a podcast with my partner Outlaw, and I said something. I don't know if people picked up on it, but I said that the top families in the world, they keep a very strong core, a very strong legacy, and the richest people in the world come from very strong families. You know, that top 1% or 1%.
I don't even think you
And
got.
the
I don't even think you
poorest
got to think
people-
about it that deep.
But get what though? The poorest people in the world, do they come from families? No, they come from broken families. Like a lot of stuff going on. What they like to say, broken homes, or somebody who don't have a vision and a plan. So I always looked at it like when you attack our main source or our number one supporters, which would be women, those women are the ones we're supposed to procreate with and have families with, are now turning to and navigating toward prostitution, which I think is very easy for them to do because they think it's empowerment. When really, you know, you told me this a long time ago, to empower something, you got to take power away from something.
Yeah. They say power is not created nor destroyed. So in order for you to gain power, you're siphoning that away from something.
Right. So you took the power from the men, and the men, what we naturally want is a family. Especially if you have an alpha male mindset, you naturally want a family, build a legacy, continue your DNA. Now, when you have these women who promote, I say, hoe culture, it confuses you because it's like, dang, I'm supposed to get with these women.
You think all men want a family?
Yes.
When you think that start? At what age do a man want a family? Cause I couldn't say that through my 20s. Like I was operating like I wanted a fucking family.
I would say
I can say that now, but I'm fucking 40.
At
You know what I'm saying?
at some age, we like, one day I'm gonna have a family. I would have to say about 12, 13, I say one day I'm gonna have a family. Now,
Yeah. When I was younger, I knew I
said
eventually
one day
I
have a
eventually
family.
wanted one, but in my 20s was I operating. That's what I'm saying. That's the program that affect us. To be young and free.
To
You
be
know what I'm
young,
saying?
free,
Young, wild, and
athletic,
free, and doing what I
full of
wanted to do.
testosterone.
No,
You not thinking about
no
family.
no responsibilities. You know
You
what I'm
trying
saying?
to get you trying to get it off. You trying to get it off you. You're not thinking about family. You
You
dealing.
want to be young, wild, and free. That's
Right.
just the way to put it.
Yeah.
So
you make a lot of questionable
that family shit
decisions.
didn't kick in until maybe my 30s.
Right.
So I started wanting a family.
Right. So now,
I think that's problematic though.
no comment.
Yeah, because I mean, we
Why
could
is
talk
it problem?
because we could talk about whole culture, right? But I didn't want a family through my 20s. So what I'm finna make in my 20s? You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna be wholesome women I'm running through. You know what I'm saying?
So we finna go. We finna. I'm gonna come back to that because I think innately and subconsciously, you're still at war with your flesh. You know what you're supposed to do. By nature, you know what you're supposed to do.
Now I was programmed to be this way. I was programmed that this is, as a man, this is what to do. You know what I'm saying? Like through the music, through not even just the music, through my uncles, them, my cousins. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
they shouldn't
it's a part of you where they'll tell you you're too young to start a family. But
which is bullshit.
I don't think it's bullshit.
It is
I
bullshit.
think a man that's fresh 20 years old, he's too young to start a family.
Why?
Because he's not mature yet.
What should he be doing at 19 and 20 if not starting a family? What the fuck else is there?
Unless you were groomed, well, I ain't even gonna say groomed, but trained to be a husband.
That's what you need to be trained to be though.
See, now we're talking, but we're not trained to be a husband.
Right,
we're
but I'm
trained to
saying
survive.
that's part of the problem.
We trained to not. I think at the most, especially Black American households, most of us train our sons to stay out of trouble and not go to jail and not get
and knock holes down. That's what we train
and
young
not get
to
these
do.
women pregnant, but knock them down.
Knock them
yes,
down.
Yes, because from what I get from my mother, I'm not gonna receive that from my father or my uncles versus my aunties and my moms and my grandma. They like, don't get women pregnant. Go get them, son. Go knock them down. Just strap up. You get what I'm saying? Just strap up. I'm happy you not gay. And I know I'm gonna have me some grandkids one day. Right? So it's just like,
I don't know if fathers teach that to their kids, but I know like my uncles and my cousins and shit was influencing me to do that.
So
you know
we'll have to have, so I have to talk to a person because we don't have sons. But we'll have to talk to, I know what my father told me.
Right. Okay, I bet you your father didn't tell you that.
He said, if you're going to do it, make sure you're going to strap up. You don't want to catch nothing. You don't want to have no babies right now. You're not. And he
now,
told
I was taught that now.
Yeah. From my evaluation, you're not ready to have no family. Like he told me that. Like he ain't sugarcoated. He just like, look, you're not ready to have no family. This is because I know you my son. I wasn't ready at this age, and you don't seem as mature as me.
Yeah, I think most kids in our in our community are not ready at that age. But I think that's a problem. They need to be.
Why would it be a problem?
What you mean? Why would it be a problem? At 19 and 20, you're an adult, nigga.
Okay. So it's a systematic problem then. I don't think it has anything.
But you as parents, you're responsible for your children.
It's a programming problem.
Fuck the system. As parents, you're directly responsible for your children.
But it's so much you can do with the system that they're promoting. It's like you want your child to be in a church. You might, but the system don't promote that. It'll be easier if they promote it. And I know this for a fact because it's such thing as
these children ain't dumb now. You can't just put them in church and just think they're gonna follow that.
Yeah, shit. They got too much.
You got to. They have to understand the concept. If they're not understanding what the Bible teaches them and why to follow that shit and not just do this shit because God say do it, these just ain't just finna do that in this generation. You got to teach them so they can understand the concepts of the Bible and why this is the way.
So I'm not gonna.
This is the way to go. You know,
I'm not gonna rebuild the culture or society, but naturally, I think what we're missing is the nuclear family. So I'm right. You're right on that. I think we should gear it toward, but they don't gear it toward that. And when I say they, I'm talking about the media. I'm talking about social media, what they promote, what they allow to go viral and what not. I done said some very profound stuff on Facebook, and I know it's legit, but it don't go viral but as soon as I mention 304s and hoes.
That's not where the raising of children should be.
Right. But guess what? Guess where it's at right now. Guess where it's at right now? It's there. Mm-hmm. So back to what I was saying. Now with how we raise families and how we should be family oriented, we're not. We're more of an individualistic society right now. As far as our culture and as what they promote. They promote women, like my boy, I'm gonna have Outlaw talk about it the next podcast. But these women, they want to be free and travel everywhere and go everywhere, see everything, but they don't want to sit down.
That's what's promoted to them.
But that's what I'm saying.
That's what's promoted to them.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So, but I'm saying like your parents.
I think I make more money. I think they make more money off of people being single, going on dates, spending money, than raising a family, saving money, and building legacies and building structures and building communities. that goes against capitalism. Nobody gets paid doing that. Nobody gets paid doing that. Nobody. Well, I'm not gonna say nobody gets paid. I don't care because I don't think I have a capitalistic mindset, but I don't think I have any mindset when it comes to.
They've taken our women from us and perverted their minds.
Yes.
In my opinion, that's just what I've seen. And it ain't just the women though. Like a lot of our men are not in the position to be leaders, so women don't want to follow them anyway. So being that that's the case, it was very easy for them to turn to something else, a different type of lifestyle. You know,
That's
a lot
great.
of them just want to live the life of spinsters. They want to travel the world.
What is a spinster?
Basically, a single unmarried woman who can
yeah,
do whatever the fuck
1920s.
she want to do.
That's what they call them in the
You know what I
1920s,
mean?
spinsters.
Because as a young woman, especially a young attractive woman, you're gonna get the attention you want from men. You know what I mean? And we've civilized the world for it. They don't really need us for everyday life. You know what I mean? They can still get along in everyday life, especially if she got a good job. You know what I'm saying? She get her a weapon, some form of protection. You know what I'm saying? It's like
still could call the police.
yeah, and she can have a nigga who come through every now and then. So it's like the need to have a man in the house is different, and it's okay to be a hoe now. It's not frowned upon for you to fuck 5-6 niggas in a year.
So
you know what I'm saying?
So let me ask you this, and this is where this came from. The whole podcast stemmed from something I said on Facebook, and I wanted him to speak on it, and I kept tagging you in it. I'm finna read it. I said, now they even got it to where AI summarizes your post. Right? So AI got it, says no excuse, and it is true. It's no excuse for recognizing red flags in relationships. But this is how I put it. I said, ain't no way you don't know if a woman is a 304. These days, they literally tell you out loud on social media, and all the signs are right there. I give us men who dated before social media passed because we didn't know, so we had an excuse. We didn't know if a woman was a hoe as fast as we do now. That's what I was saying. And I was getting comments from women, you know. So there was like, social media isn't real. They basically were saying just because whatever you see on social media.
The comments are so telling. Like I don't know if women understand how they tell on themselves when they comment on certain stuff. But it's like the only type, in my opinion, the only type of women that would get offended by something like that would be the hoe. But it's like my question is,
I'm looking for the hoe.
But my question is, what is a hoe? Because everybody got a different definition of what that is.
You know what a hoe is, man. Stop playing.
When I use the word hoe, I'm talking about a promiscuous woman.
Yes, promiscuous. They sleeping with multiple men.
Yes.
Or they're in a relationship and they're sleeping with another man. That's it.
That ain't sleep. You ain't even got to do all that to be a hoe. If you didn't fuck 6 niggas in a year, you a hoe to me.
6? I say 5.
I'm just saying I just picked the number.
I say 5.
You know what I'm saying? 5, you get 5.
I mean, according to my grandmother, a hoe is a woman who had sex outside of marriage.
I picked the high number.
So we all hoes. We're all hoes. If you're not married and you're having sex with a man, you're a hoe. According to what my grandma told me.
I look at it like,
sorry. So we all hold, man or woman. She said, man or woman, if you sleeping with somebody who ain't your husband.
How I was looked at when we was growing up, if you have casual sex, if you're not in a relationship and you having sex, that was hoe behavior. But everybody doing that. So who's not a hoe?
So is it levels? Is it black and white? Because I think it's levels to the hoe stuff. Because you can be a hoe and then you're a super hoe.
Yeah, most people are. I would say most women that I know are promiscuous.
So they're on the spectrum. You're putting them on the spectrum, like
you could call it that.
Most women you know are promiscuous, man. As in they sleep with multiple men at the same time, or
as in they're very open to casual sex. If they like you, they'll fuck you.
I could agree with that.
Yeah.
I could agree with that. I could agree with that, which brought me to, like I said on my post, I said what I said far as, you could tell if she's a hoe by her social media posts or, whatever. And they were like, oh, social media ain't real. You can't be a hoe. They can present themselves as hoes, but don't be a hoe. Guess what? Maybe they're not a hoe, but they present themselves as
but
a
I
hoe.
don't care.
It's a red flag.
You don't give a fuck.
It's a red flag,
That's
regardless.
that's even worse for you to present yourself as a hoe
and not be a hoe.
and then not be a hoe. That's even fucking worse.
That's like me presenting
Because you can't even enjoy what comes with being a hoe. At least hoes, you can enjoy them. So you gonna present yourself as a hoe and then not be a hoe? That's the worst thing you can fucking be in the world. That's like me walking around like a nigga who can protect bitches and I'm soft as fuck. That's the worst thing you could be.
Right. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, I'm rich with you when you're right, bro.
So it's like, I don't think women understand. It's honestly, if we're gonna be truthful about
okay,
this
so
shit,
let's get
if we're
to the
gonna
bottom.
be, if we're gonna be truthful about this shit, men really don't have a problem with hoes. Men got a problem with how you present yourself. If you present yourself like a respectable woman, we'll overlook a lot of that hoe shit. I'll give you an example, Erykah Badu. Nobody look at Erykah Badu like she a hoe. This bitch got a different baby daddy for every one of her kids. But nobody look at her like she a hoe. She be fucking. She got a new nigga every year.
Damn. So
we didn't even know she had ass to about her 20th year in her career. Nobody knew that.
Yeah, I thought she was just like a soul.
You know, that's what I thought when she made that. What that video was, the window seat. I was like, good God. Where that came from?
Yeah, I got a seat for you.
Jesus Christ.
So
it's really how you present yourself. You know what I'm saying?
So this
now, you know, you're right, there is levels to it, because like there's certain shit you can find out about your woman that just make you can't go forward. And I don't know if women understand that. Women
like
just think,
if I find out somebody ran a train on you.
Yeah, like it's a wrap. It's a wrap, baby. You
can't do
getting
it.
slotted. Skeeters, get at them.
I can't do it.
And really, you shouldn't do that as men. As men, we really shouldn't entertain these hoes. That's a
why?
That's another level of discipline that you have to reach, because I don't think women understand, because they don't have fucking testosterone flowing through them, that it's just hard to just fucking tell a hoe to go about her business. It's very hard, especially for a young man. It's very hard for a young man to do that. So the problem is, while we're young, we give a lot of attention to hoes. So because while we're young, the hoes get the attention, they give a lot of incentive for the young women to be hoes.
All right. So in today's day and age, I'm going to be honest with you. I think for a young man, you should deal with a hoe because it builds character.
Man, what?
Yes.
I can't disagree with that.
You could disagree with it, but you just got.
I'm not gonna act like I'm holier than thou. And when I was that age, that I could just avoid it. But I'm saying it's the wise thing to do.
Avoid hoes at all costs. But
yeah,
how many women are what we consider not hoes?
Right. That's why you need to search and find your woman at an early age, because the older you get, the harder it fucking become.
But the more we go on in the society, the harder it's gonna get.
Right.
To find that.
Being that it's so hard to find a hoe, you need to fucking focus in and find a good.
It's so hard to find a good woman.
That's what I mean. It's only like 5 of them in the world. So it's like, if you really want to get married, you're gonna have to focus early.
I gotta find my good girl in 9th grade.
Yeah, nigga, because you ain't gonna come across too many of them.
And so in 9th grade, I gotta be looking for a wife. You telling me I'm 14 years old, I gotta be looking for my wife.
I'll put it to you like this.
Bro,
you might come across 3 good women in your life. So,
and they all gonna be in high school.
If you pass on 2 of them in high school, you got 1 more coming. Nigga, you better
That's
be ready.
it.
You better be ready.
So you telling me I'm already be at 2 good women by the time I hit 10.
You gotta get them before they get corrupted.
So at what age a woman gets corrupted?
I would say about the
16
to 15th dick. After about 15 dicks, she started to get jaded than a motherfucker. Jaded than a motherfucker. All niggas ain't shit. You got to motherfucking compensate for what the last nigga did. All that shit, man.
So if a woman that has slept with 15 men, it is going to be hard for you to pair what like they call pair bond with that woman, like
because you got to compete against all 15 of them, and you can't make the same mistakes as them nigga make, or she gonna start looking at you like, oh, this nigga just like Jimmy, cause whatever the fuck you done did that reminded her of some shit he done did.
Okay. So that's my thing. I need to understand this, right? And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But I do think it's not, and I know we like to hold women accountable. It's not always their fault. If they don't promote, if from the last 15 years, what I've seen.
Everybody is responsible for their own situation.
All right, for the last 20 years, they've been promoting
the women are responsible for the situation they in, and we're responsible for the situation that we in.
All right. Yeah. So now we're doing a bad job of being responsible for our situations.
Yes. Because everybody quick to say there's pee in the dating pool, but nobody considers themselves pissed.
So we're responsible. Cause I don't consider myself
right, but niggas say that shit all the time. It's piss in the dating pool.
Hey, but
what are you, nigga? You swimming in it.
So look,
you think you're the great motherfucker out here. Everybody else is trash. Oh.
Yes, everybody else is trash. But look, if I'm dating with a purpose, and I told a young lady this before, I said I'm dating with a purpose, and it didn't work out between us, and I wanted to go my separate ways, and she said, I thought you were dating with a purpose. Just because I'm dating with a purpose and I'm looking for a woman to marry don't mean I'm about to marry you. I'm still evaluating you.
You know what it is, bro?
I'm still evaluating you, though.
We weren't taught how to do that. Like, so I'll just speak for myself. The skills I've developed in life, I know how to talk to a woman, get a woman to like me and, basically seal the deal. This is what I was taught to do in life. These are the skills I have developed.
I've been trying to hold out.
I haven't developed the skills to be able to vet a wife.
Man, fuck this. I've been holding out on this for a very long time, and I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. I don't think we were meant to date. I think your mother and father was supposed to choose your mate, and you were just supposed to be prepared to be a husband or a wife. Yes. Because when it was arranged marriages, guess what? Those goddamn marriages worked out. And guess what? When you look at the top families that run the world, they're all arranged marriages and they all worked out. Yes, men had concubines. Yes, men had women on the side when their wife was cut, didn't want to do certain things. All right, cool. But at the end of the day, it was all arranged. That's how you pass down wealth. That's how you pass down power. That's how you pass down dignity and respect. That's how you kept your bloodline pure. All of that. I don't think we ever unpacked that because those arranged marriages, they lasted the longest. Now women get to choose who we marry, and look at it. It's a shit show. Now we're dating. Tell me why dating is better than arranged marriage. Nobody can tell me why dating is better than your parents choosing. Because 9 times out of 10, your mama was right by that girl that you thought was the one.
Nah, not mine.
My mom was.
Not mine.
My mama and daddy was.
No.
You sure you want to marry her? You sure you gonna date her? You sure she the one? I'm telling you.
I mean,
I'm just being honest.
I would say
at this point, I should have just chose the one my mom and daddy like.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I would say that we do need to get back to where the parents are vetting who we're entertaining. That I think that's another problem. The fact that when I was growing up, when I was 14, 15, 16, it was women that I could just have access to without their parents even knowing. You know what I'm saying? So fuck having the vet. Their parents didn't even know who the fuck I was.
Okay, so this is the other problem with society. They got us working so much. And it ain't like the man just work.
That's an excuse. That's an excuse.
You still think
that's an excuse.
But guess what though? When I studied,
you make too many excuses, bro.
It ain't no excuses.
Yeah, it is.
It ain't no excuses. That's what the moms tell me when I call them. Like, man, what your daughter doing this? Your son doing this? Well, I gotta work.
That's excuses, bro. When you make a child, bro, your number one responsibility in his life is that child, bro. And, Michael Jackson and the success or failures of that child, in my opinion, directly fall on you as a parent. And if you don't take it that serious, then that's just on you, in my opinion. All that shit can be overcome. You know what I'm saying? I've seen the difference in children who, for instance, I got a little cousin who was homeschooled.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't even know who Beyonce. I tell this story all the time. She didn't know who Beyonce was at like 12, 13 years old. I thought that was amazing. Like, I'm talking about Beyonce. She looking at me like, who the hell is that? So we are in control of the things that our children learn, how they develop. We're in complete control of that. Now, you can make an excuse and say, oh, this happened. Those are just excuses, man. You can take away that influence if you want to. You know, if you're disciplined enough to do that in your child's life. And to me, that's just what it is.
A great man once said, if you can't feed your baby, then don't you have a baby. Michael Jackson. Shout out Michael Jackson.
Yeah, I don't even think that's the most important. If you're not willing to sacrifice your time to be able to develop this child's mind how it's supposed to be, then the failure is just on you, man.
It takes time, and I understand this as a father of three children. It takes time, and it's going to take consistency to develop your child's mind. I know that because for a 3-year-old that I see daily, I have to come here, make her sit down, and do her homework. Even when I don't feel like making her do her homework, I want to lay on the couch. I want to just eat and just relax my mind. It's very much a second job that a lot of people aren't willing to take, because get what? We spend so much time giving our energy to these jobs, these corporations, whatever you call it, to where you don't have enough energy.
That's not even really the truth, bro. Most niggas ain't working too extra hard at work. Niggas just so fucking stimulated in life that they can't get away from their vices and shit to be able to raise their kids fucking properly. You know what I'm saying? Or they want to watch football every Sunday. Like, you know, it's always an excuse as to why you can't do the shit you need to do as a parent.
I'm not giving no excuse.
It's always an excuse.
It ain't no
talking
excuse.
About work. Niggas ain't working that much.
I think I'm a
much.
very exceptional young man. So it ain't an excuse, because guess what? I do it every day. Yeah. Even if I feel like, I'm just saying, fighting what I feel like doing. Everybody ain't disciplined as me. So they're gonna use that excuse. I'm so tired after work. Nah, fuck that. I need to make sure my daughter have a strong mind and know she can get her work done, even when she don't want to get her work done. Cause somebody poured that into me, and I'm gonna pour that into her. And
it's all about what you allow.
Yeah, it's all about what you allow. Believe it or not, we're starting to get to the point where a lot of states are talking about prosecuting and throwing parents in jail for their children breaking the law. That's how bad it's got. It was never like that. It was always 1 or 2. Oh, your son is bad. He stole a car, and we're gonna take him to jail. Now the mom's mad. Now it's like, your son keeps stealing cars. We're gonna throw you in jail. You get what I'm saying?
The problem with being a lot of these households is they don't have no parents for real.
So where did we go wrong as parents? And then
there ain't no fucking parents in the house no more.
So why they don't want to be parents?
What you mean why they don't want to be parents? I'm saying, so it's like you'll have this lady that's raising fucking 4 kids, and it's like she don't really know how to raise a man, a little boy. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like you're making an excuse for her. She had that baby.
It's not an excuse.
If you can't feed your baby, then don't have a baby. That's part of it. If you can't feed them mentally and emotionally, keep them stable.
I think the men are responsible for that. You can't go out here starting families and not be responsible for what you create.
So abortion is not a thing? Abortion is a thing. Be. My body, my choice. Women cry about that shit all the time, to the point where it's like, you get pregnant, you could have went to
can't drop a seed in the baby and then say because she didn't have an abortion, it's her fault. I don't agree with that.
Why?
Because, nigga, once you drop that seed, it's here, nigga. It's here, nigga.
Okay, so what about if I drop that seed and I want the baby, but she go get an abortion? Now what? It goes both ways. It's like a big ass circle. It's a big circle where we could just throw blame on each other. Well, I told her not to have the baby, so But she had a baby anyway,
this
so
the way I look at it. Who's the one is the leader in that situation? Who's the leader?
I'm gonna always say the man is the leader.
Okay, then who's
I'm just
responsible?
playing devil's.
Then who's responsible?
As alphacology.
You can't call yourself a leader and then say that you're not responsible.
With the alphacology, I say this: if you put your penis in that woman,
yeah,
that means you're okay having a baby by that woman.
Once you put your semen in that woman, nigga, your choice in the matter is done, nigga.
Well, but that's what I'm saying.
You got to assume that it's a baby coming once you do that.
But guess what? So I challenge men to say this: if you can't see yourself having a baby with that woman, don't sleep with that woman. I bet your list of women you want to sleep with go from 50 to about 2, maybe 3. I promise you, every time. I done lived that life to where it's like, dang, I ain't sleep with nobody in the last 9-10 months.
Yeah, we just got to understand sex comes with responsibility.
Right. Right. So when I told that young lady I'm dating with a purpose, she thinking it's all about marriage. I still got to see myself having a child with you. And if you only sleep with women you can see yourself having a child with, that list of women you want to sleep with is very, very low. Like maybe 1 or 2. Very low. Now, I'm going to get back in the day, maybe it was 4 or 5. But today, in the climate we in, you might have 1 or 2 women you can see as mom.
When you say 1 or 2, you talking about like, shit, 1 or 2 every fucking 1-2 years. It's very rare.
I can find 2 women that I would want to put a baby in.
Yeah.
Every year.
You better than me. You better than me.
So, hey man, look, man.
I can't think of the last. You know what I'm saying?
So, I gotta ask you this question, and this is gonna be my last question. Judging off what I said online, would you judge a woman based off her social media?
Absolutely. Like I told you,
so you judge women based off social media.
The women that present themselves as like hoes and then act like they can't be touched. There's nothing that's more repulsive to me. Like that's like the worst of the worst.
It makes
like,
you want to throw up.
Yeah, like yuck. That's like the worst of. I don't understand. I don't know if women don't understand that, but the only the reason why you have a problem dating when you present yourself that way, because no respectable man is ever gonna want to deal with that. You're gonna get straight losers, and then you're gonna complain that all men are losers. Well, bitch, that's how you present yourself.
A man doesn't want to be with a confusing woman. So if you present yourself,
it's not even that it's confusing. It's like, where's the fucking benefit for me to deal with a bitch that presents herself like a hoe, but then want to act like I got to do all this shit just to touch her? Although that shit don't be true. You know that shit don't be true. But the fact that you present yourself that way is just embarrassing.
I feel like everybody is a hoe to somebody at some point in their life. Maybe I'm wrong, but
everybody's a hoe to somebody. I don't believe that.
I
just think vast majority of us are promiscuous. So there's that.
That's because we.
But not everybody's like that.
We submit to our flesh. That's why we're promiscuous. We submit to our flesh. When you submit to your flesh, you're going to be promiscuous at some point in your life. At some point, you're going to be promiscuous. You're going to be greedy. Whatever the 7 deadliest sins are, that's all due to flesh. They ain't got nothing to do with what they call the devil. They got all to do with your flesh. Whether you want to be hungry, horny, envious, greedy, whatever. Sexually promiscuous, whatever. It all has to do with your basic needs.
Yeah, we don't live in the land of morals. That's not what the fuck.
Yeah, we live in Babylon. We live in I do think no matter how I want to reason with myself, I do think one of the main reasons of our plight is capitalism and control. I think they control a lot of they stay in power. The powers that be, they stay in power because they control everything through confusion. And if I could confuse the masses, because if I could confuse the masses, then I know for a fact that I will profit off of it. And when I heard it's been going around, but I believe it's true. Those billionaire companies, that tech companies, don't let their children use iPhones and tablets all the time. It's I'm seeing it now.
Yeah, because it
It
programs
programs your mind. It programs your mind. It overstimulates your brain. I have personally been overstimulated by the internet
for sure.
to where I sat in my bed for 3 hours
For sure.
where I should have been asleep 3 hours ago scrolling. And I said, I'm being programmed every step of the way.
I just think in this day and age, you have to be so disciplined when it comes to those urges, because most people ain't shit. So you have to be able to avoid dealing with most people, because most people are not going to be a benefit to your life. And that's just the way that society is set up now. So it's like you're going to have to cycle through so many fucking people to find your fucking match, that if you don't have the discipline, you can be wasting time with a motherfucker that's taking you away from finding who you need to be with for real. Because once you start having sex with somebody, you know what I'm saying, you kind of start to overlook shit. And our problem is we all got flaws. We're all flawed people, right? But the problem is we give the grace to the wrong motherfuckers. So instead of giving the grace to the girl who really got a good heart but might have made a couple mistakes, we get a grace to the girl with the fat ass. You know what I'm saying?
They know how to twerk,
You
clap
know what
that
I'm
thing.
saying? So
It be clapping.
that's just how that go.
Okay, I got you. That's it, man. I just want to continue this conversation later. But like I always say, it's not tea, it's protein. Peace out.